Welcome to Dream Home Channel. In a world that often chases perfection, Wabi Sabi is a gentle reminder to slow down, to breathe, and to see the extraordinary beauty in the everyday. It's not just a design philosophy, it's a way of life, rooted in the ancient traditions of Japan and inspired by the raw, imperfect beauty of nature. The term Wabi Sabi is almost untranslatable, but its essence lies in simplicity, imperfection, and transience. Imagine the warmth of a cup of tea held in a handmade mug, the texture uneven, the glaze slightly irregular, yet it feels alive in your hands. Or think of the charm of a weathered wooden chair, its scratches and scuffs a testament to the stories it holds. This is Wabi Sabi, the art of finding grace in imperfection. At its core, Wabi Sabi asks us to step away from the pressure of achieving flawless beauty. Instead, it invites us to celebrate the natural cycles of life, the fleeting cherry blossoms that bloom and fall within days, the moss that slowly grows over a stone, or the cracks that form over time in well-loved objects. These aren't flaws, they're marks of life, of time, and of meaning. In the world of interior design, Wabi Sabi is about creating a space that feels human, soulful, and deeply connected to the natural world. It's not about filling your home with new, shiny things. Instead, it's about embracing what you already have, using objects that hold memories, textures that evoke emotions, and spaces that invite you to simply be. Imagine a dining table, its surface worn smooth from years of shared meals and laughter. Or a linen curtain, its weave imperfect but soft to the touch, catching the sunlight just right. These are not just objects, they are stories, moments, and reminders that life's beauty lies in its impermanence. Wabi Sabi also teaches us that nothing is permanent, and there's a quiet comfort in that realization. A cracked ceramic vase repaired with gold, an ancient Japanese art called kintsugi, is the perfect embodiment of this idea. Rather than discarding the broken, kintsugi transforms the flaw into something more beautiful, more precious. It's a visual reminder that scars are not something to hide but something to cherish. This philosophy isn't just about aesthetics, it's a mindset that can transform how we see our homes and our lives. It whispers to us to embrace the imperfect moments, the unexpected changes, and the raw edges of life. And in doing so, we create spaces that don't just look beautiful but feel beautiful. Wabi Sabi reminds us that beauty doesn't have to shout. Sometimes, it's found in the quiet moments, in the imperfect objects, and in the stories that linger in the spaces we call home. And the best part? You don't need to buy or build anything new to experience it. You only need to open your heart to the beauty that's already there, waiting to be noticed. Wabi Sabi is not a style, it's an invitation. An invitation to live with more intention, to cherish the imperfect, and to create a home that reflects the poetry of life itself. How do you bring the quiet elegance of Wabi Sabi into your home? It begins with understanding its core elements, those simple yet profound pieces that create a space of warmth, serenity, and authenticity. These aren't just design choices, they're reflections of a way of life that cherishes the imperfect and the impermanent. Let's start with materials. In Wabi Sabi design, nature takes center stage. Think of the raw beauty of wood, its knots, its grain, and its weathered texture. Stone with its cool, grounding presence, or clay that feels alive with its earthy imperfection. These materials have a soul, they connect us to the earth and remind us of life's organic rhythms. Now, imagine a wooden dining table. It doesn't shine like polished marble or steel, instead, it carries marks of meals shared, laughter echoed, and time spent together. Each scratch tells a story. In Wabi Sabi, these marks aren't blemishes, they're treasures. They represent the life lived in that space, the memories made. Another essential element is simplicity. Wabi Sabi encourages us to embrace less, but not in a cold, minimalistic way. This isn't about stark, empty rooms. Instead, it's about intentionality, curating spaces that feel uncluttered but full of meaning. Picture a living room where every object has a purpose or a memory attached to it, a ceramic bowl handcrafted by a friend, a woven basket that holds warm blankets, or an old lamp that casts a gentle, golden glow. These pieces, carefully chosen, breathe life into the room. The goal isn't perfection, it's authenticity. And then there's the magic of texture. Wabi-sabi design plays with contrasts, the smooth against the rough, the soft beside the firm. A linen curtain rippling in the wind paired with a stone floor that feels cool beneath your feet. These textures not only appeal to the eye but invite touch, creating a deeper sensory connection to your space. But perhaps the most profound element of wabi-sabi is its celebration of imperfection. Look around your home. Do you see that old, scratched coffee table? Or the ceramic bowl with a chip in its edge? Instead of replacing them, wabi-sabi invites you to honor them. These flaws are not failures, they are history. They tell the story of life's wear and tear, of use and care. The Japanese art of kintsugi, repairing broken pottery with gold, captures this perfectly. The cracks are not hidden, they're accentuated, turned into something beautiful. It's a reminder that imperfection adds character, that what's broken can still be whole, and even more valuable. And let's not forget the role of nature. In wabi-sabi, nature isn't just something to admire, it's something to invite in. Bring the outside in with natural objects, a smooth stone you found by the river, a branch from a tree, or a handful of dried wildflowers. These small touches infuse your home with life and remind you of the world beyond your walls. Even light plays a role. Wabi-sabi embraces the soft, natural glow of sunlight, the flicker of a candle, or the dim warmth of a lamp. Avoid harsh, artificial lights. Instead, choose lighting that feels like a gentle embrace, calming, intimate, and comforting. The beauty of wabi-sabi lies in its accessibility. You don't need expensive furniture or designer decor to create a space rooted in this philosophy. You just need an open heart and a willingness to see beauty in the small, quiet details. It's about finding harmony in the imperfect. A cracked mug that still holds your morning coffee. A rug that's a little frayed but still soft underfoot. A room that feels lived in, not showroom perfect, but uniquely yours. In wabi-sabi design, every choice matters. Every texture, every material, every object has its place. It's not about achieving a magazine-perfect aesthetic, it's about creating a home that feels alive, grounded, and full of stories. And the best part? These elements don't just transform your space, they transform how you live within it. Now that you understand the essence of wabi-sabi and its elements, let's explore how you can bring this beautiful philosophy to life in your own home. The beauty of wabi-sabi is that it doesn't require extravagant budgets or complicated designs. It's about creating a space that feels uniquely yours, using what you already have and finding joy in the process. Start with the foundations. Take a step back and look at your space, not with a critical eye, but with a curious heart. What in your home already tells a story? Maybe it's the worn wood of a table that's been in your family for years, or the creases on a couch where you've spent countless cozy evenings. Wabi-sabi asks you to see these as treasures, not flaws. Now, let's move to objects with meaning. Wabi-sabi is not about filling your home with things, it's about surrounding yourself with pieces that hold value to you. Look for items that feel alive, handmade ceramics with uneven edges, textiles with visible weaves, or objects you've collected on your journeys. These don't have to be perfect, in fact, their imperfections are what make them beautiful. Do you have a chipped plate you've held onto, not because it's practical, but because it reminds you of a special meal? Display it proudly. Or perhaps an old chair with faded paint, give it a place of honor. These items don't just decorate your home, they connect you to your past, to your experiences, and to the people who matter most. Another way to embrace wabi-sabi is by bringing nature indoors. This doesn't mean filling your home with elaborate plants. It can be as simple as a branch found on a walk, a bundle of dried flowers, or even a single stone from the beach. These natural elements ground your space, reminding you of life's quiet rhythms. And don't underestimate the power of light. In wabi-sabi, light is not harsh or overwhelming, it's soft, gentle, and inviting. Think of how sunlight dances across a room in the late afternoon or the flicker of a candle on a quiet evening. Use warm, dim lighting to create a sense of calm, and let natural light highlight the textures and imperfections of your space. Decluttering is also a part of wabi-sabi, but not in the way you might think. It's not about throwing things away to create a sterile, empty space. Instead, it's about letting go of what no longer serves you, making room for what truly matters. Keep the objects that bring you joy, that hold meaning, and that invite peace. Let the rest go, knowing that simplicity can be a gift. And remember, wabi-sabi doesn't require perfection, it celebrates the process. A hand-woven rug with a frayed edge still warms the room. A wall with peeling paint becomes a canvas of time. Even an unfinished project, a quilt in progress or a painting half done, can add beauty to your home. These are reminders that life itself is a work in progress, and that's something to embrace. In wabi-sabi, your home becomes a sanctuary, not because it's perfect, but because it's honest. It reflects who you are, your journey, and the beauty of imperfection. It's a place where you can feel safe, grounded, and at peace. So take a moment to step back and appreciate what's already around you. The creaks in your floor, the faded patterns of a favorite rug, the sunlight that streams through your windows. These are not flaws, they're the soul of your home. Wabi-sabi isn't about creating a space that looks good to others, it's about crafting a space that feels good to you. Bringing wabi-sabi into your home isn't about rules or guidelines, it's about intention. It's about cherishing the beauty of the imperfect, the meaningful, and the natural. And when you do, you'll find that your home isn't just a place you live, it's a reflection of the life you love. Designing a wabi-sabi home is only the beginning. To truly experience its magic, you must live its philosophy. Wabi-sabi isn't just about the spaces you create, it's about how you exist within them. It's an invitation to slow down, let go of the chase for perfection, and embrace the beauty of the present moment. Imagine waking up in a home that feels alive, not because of its flawless decor, but because of the stories it tells. The marks on the kitchen counter remind you of the countless meals shared. The uneven folds of your curtains let the morning sun spill in, casting ever-changing patterns of light. These small details remind you that beauty isn't static, it evolves with time. Wabi-sabi encourages us to find joy in the little things, the soft rustle of leaves outside your window, the comforting warmth of a cup of tea in your hands, or the quiet creak of a floorboard as you walk. It teaches us that life doesn't need to be grand or extravagant to be meaningful. It's in these moments of stillness that we connect with our surroundings and with ourselves. When was the last time you sat quietly and truly appreciated your space? Not for how it looked to others, but for how it made you feel. Wabi Sabi invites you to pause and notice the subtle, imperfect beauty around you. This is where peace lives, in the unnoticed, in the imperfect, in the fleeting. Living the Wabi Sabi way also means cherishing connections. Your home becomes a place for shared experiences, a safe haven where imperfections aren't hidden, but celebrated. A crack in the plate? It doesn't matter when it's holding a slice of cake shared with someone you love. A scuffed floor? It only adds to the story of the lives lived within those walls. When we stop striving for perfection, we open ourselves to a more authentic way of living. Wabi Sabi isn't about showcasing your home, it's about making it a place where you can truly be yourself, surrounded by people and objects that bring you joy and peace. This philosophy also encourages us to embrace impermanence. The chipped mug you drink your morning coffee from might not last forever, but today, it's perfect. The fresh flowers on your table will wither and fade, but their beauty, even in their final moments, teaches us to appreciate the transient nature of life. Wabi Sabi reminds us that everything is temporary, and in that impermanence lies profound beauty. It's a gentle nudge to savor what we have while we have it, to let go of the need to control, and to welcome the changes that life inevitably brings. As you move through your day, let Wabi Sabi guide you. Whether it's the way you arrange a room, the way you prepare a meal, or the way you spend your time, allow this philosophy to ground you. It's not about doing more, it's about feeling more, appreciating the imperfect, the impermanent, and the incomplete. This way of life reminds us to be present. To notice the cracks, the creases, the subtle details that make up the fabric of our existence. Because when we do, we realize that these so-called imperfections aren't flaws, they're what make life real, meaningful, and truly beautiful. Living Wabi Sabi is a practice of gratitude. Gratitude for the stories your home holds, for the moments of connection it fosters, and for the imperfect beauty that surrounds you every day. It's not just a design choice, it's a gentle reminder of what truly matters in life. As we come to the end of this journey into the world of Wabi Sabi, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. This isn't just a design philosophy, it's a way of life, a way to create a home that embraces imperfection, celebrates simplicity, and nurtures the soul. Think back to the spaces you've seen in this video. The weathered textures, the uneven edges, the warmth of light spilling across aged wood. Each element tells a story, a quiet reminder that beauty isn't found in perfection but in authenticity. It's in the life that surrounds you, the memories you cherish, and the love that fills your home. Wabi Sabi invites you to step away from the chaos of modern life, to release the pressure of constant striving, and to simply be. To appreciate the creases, the cracks, the fleeting moments of joy that make up your day-to-day existence. This isn't about having a magazine-perfect home, it's about creating a space where you can live authentically, where you can rest, reflect, and reconnect with what truly matters. Let Wabi Sabi remind you that your home is more than just walls and furniture, it's a sanctuary. A place where imperfections aren't hidden but celebrated. A place where you can slow down, breathe deeply, and find peace in the little things. And as you embrace this philosophy, remember that it doesn't happen all at once. Start small. Perhaps it's a single handmade vase on a windowsill, a well-loved quilt on your bed, or a moment of quiet reflection in your favorite corner of the house. These small choices, these little shifts in perspective, can transform not just your space but your life. Wabi Sabi isn't about getting it right, it's about finding joy in the process. It's about learning to see your home and yourself with kinder eyes. To recognize that life, with all its imperfections, is enough. You are enough. So today, I invite you to take that first step. Look around your space and find one thing, just one, that makes you smile. Maybe it's a crack in the paint that reminds you of a summer spent painting walls. Maybe it's the worn edges of a table where countless meals have been shared. These imperfections aren't flaws, they're the soul of your home. And as you begin to infuse your space with the spirit of Wabi Sabi, you'll find that it's not just your home that changes, it's your mindset, your pace, your perspective. You'll learn to let go of the unnecessary and embrace the beauty of what is. Because the truth is, life is fleeting, imperfect, and incomplete. And that's where its magic lies. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Wabi Sabi. I hope it's inspired you to see your home and your life through a new lens. A lens that focuses on simplicity, connection, and the quiet beauty of imperfection. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Dream Home. There's so much more to explore, from design ideas to philosophies that inspire a meaningful life. And if you're ready to dive deeper, check out the links in the description for more resources, guides, and inspiration to transform your space. Let's build a community that celebrates the imperfect, the authentic, and the beautifully real. Because at the heart of every dream home is the story of the people who live there. Let's make yours unforgettable.